Ever wished you could peek into the world of your favorite television shows? Want to see what goes on and what it takes to make that on-screen magic happen?
Give it.
Well, strap in, superfans, because today we're giving you a backstage pass to the super popular kids sitcom series Nickelodeon's iCarly. iCarly took the world by storm when it first aired on the all-kids television station in 2007. It ran for 6 seasons and wrapped in 2012, with a whole lot of teary goodbyes for the cast, and us. Since then, Carly and the gang have been making waves on and off screen. With one of the most successful shows on screen under their belt, it's time to take a look at what went into making some of the best episodes and who was doing what behind the scenes. We're sneaking on set to give you access to photo shoots, food favorites, fun outtakes, and even some education. Sounds like a funky mix, and that's just what it is. Will the set look as cool as it does on TV? Can you tell what's real and what's fake on the show? Will we see any behind-the-scenes takes from the new iCarly reboot?
Real concerned about when they're gonna use, which camera.
We'll answer all that and more. So gear up and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for even more scene-snooping content just like this. Now get ready, we're live on the web. iCarly, behind the scenes of the original show. We all know that iCarly and her brother Spencer live in sleepless, rainy Seattle, Washington. But we bet you're not shocked to know that the show was never filmed in Seattle. That's right, it was shot in 2 different locations throughout its 6 seasons, and Washington wasn't one of them. The show was filmed in sunny Los Angeles, also known as La La Land. Yep, this Hollywood original was filmed at a studio called Nickelodeon on Sunset, where Nickelodeon has shot famously iconic shows before. Fun fact, this studio is pretty old. It was built in the 1930s and has been used ever since. Even funner fact, this studio was the home of amazing shows like Nick's original All That series and Keenan and Kel. It also hosted the cast of Miranda's old Nick show, Drake and Josh, and even the super hilarious sketch comedy spin-off, The Amanda Show. No wonder iCarly followed in these iconic footsteps so easily. The show later moved to KTLA Studios, where it wrapped up the series. Another cool behind-the-scenes nugget was brought to us courtesy of a backstage tour by iCarly star Nathan Kress. Kress, who plays Freddie Benson, is always up for giving us some BTS action.
Hi, is Sam okay? Is she in the hospital?
No, she's just in here.
In a special video from Nickelodeon's throwback YouTube channel, Nick Rewind, Nathan takes us on tour of the iCarly set, and it's absolutely thrilling. He starts off with an education alongside his castmates, Miranda and Jeanette. Now don't yawn just yet, we promise it's not as boring as it sounds. Turns out, the iCarly cast is just as normal as the rest of us. They all went to school in between shooting and even had a special room dedicated to their studying. They had all their books and necessary items.
My greatest challenge in school is probably taking a new language.
Nathan even tells us that when they weren't needed for on-set specific scenes, they'd be prompted to study and tackle schoolwork. So what were their favorite subjects?
Biology.
Well, Jeanette let us know that she really loves writing. In the clip, she states that if you give her a notebook and pen, she could entertain herself for hours. Makes sense.
My favorite thing to do is write. If I have a notepad and a pen, I can entertain myself for hours on it.
She has gone on to become an acclaimed screenwriter and director. Looks like that studying paid off. Miranda said English was her favorite subject, and Nathan named history as his. No surprise here, none of them are too fond of math. We can relate.
Probably math.
One super cute detail was the designated on-set pet. Yeah, the 3 would often care for their 3-legged guinea pig. Now that's just too sweet. We want in. In the clip, Miranda holds the little critter fondly, stating that it was a rescue. Too cute for words. Another cool thing fans will love is the fact that their fan art and letters are all around the studio. It's a great reminder for the cast as to why they're working so hard every day, always for the fans. Jeanette points out a hilarious letter sent in by a younger fan. The letter was a whole bunch of Sam Puckett's favorite things, including ribs and meat. There's also some fan art that Nathan finds pretty cool.
No doubt about it, there have been some amazing shows shot here in this studio.
The set has changed throughout the years, and Nathan points out that they never know what it's going to be. Each episode has so many different adventures. Fun fact, the set where they filmed the introduction to the iCarly show is also the same place where Amanda Bynes would introduce the Amanda Show back in the day, as well as the music stage for all of that. Can it get any better? Jerry Trainer would say yes. He gave us a highly hilarious backstage peek into what a typical Sunday looks like for the cast. It looks pretty glamorous if you ask us. There's a whole photo shoot going on behind Jerry as he relaxes before it's his turn.
And Miranda gets real concerned about when they're gonna use, which camera.
Miranda lets us know that they have formal wear and some casual clothes in the photos. Sounds like a lot of dress up to us. We want in. Jerry takes us back to the best part of the whole tour, the food. He shows off the super tasty food that's always available on set if the cast and crew ever get hungry. There's everything from donuts and pizza to raspberry tea and potato chips. Our mouths are watering already. The craft services look up to standard, but we'd like to taste test just to make sure. As Jerry points out, life's short, eat cookies. Agreed. One super funny detail lies in how the cast spent their downtime. They often had little breaks in between scenes and would loosen up or relax by challenging one another to epic staring contests. Really? Oh yeah. They'd count down and get to staring. But of course, there were rules. Rule number 1, you can't blink. Obviously, you blink, you lose. Rule number 2, you can't burst out laughing. That's going to be pretty hard with this group of comedians. Sounds like a pretty cool way to unwind. We're betting Jeanette and Miranda were the staring contest champs. Want to know another fun backstage secret? There were thousands of props and fake stuff, but there was only one version of Sam's popular remote. Sounds strange. Apparently, it's a pretty iconic piece of the set. The creator of the series, Dan Schneider, would take it home every day and bring it back the next day just to stop it from being stolen. Now that's super careful. Want to know about another behind-the-scenes secret? The furniture all over Carly and Spencer's apartment was made specifically for the show by a company called Jellio. They specialize in furniture shaped like cupcakes, ice cream, Rubik's Cubes, and other random objects. The hanging monkeys on the large window, the lamps, and the various colored gummy bear lamps were all designed for the show. Recently, the lamps have become available at the Jellio website. Check them out. Another secret lies in Sam's all-time favorite butter sock.
It was a sock, and it was filled with butter.
This weapon of choice often led to a lot of laughs for us and a lot of pain for its victims. Interestingly enough, this sock wasn't filled with actual butter. Jeanette spilled the beans in 2015. Speaking to Huffington Post, she said, "Although I am tentative about crushing any person's childhood dreams, it was not filled with butter. It was batteries to give it some weight, with styrofoam around them, wrapped with duct tape," she revealed. I feel like Nathan was probably the receiver of a few accidental butter sock whacks. Ouch. Sounds like it was a whole lot of fun. We can hardly wait for the new iCarly. What do you think the behind the scenes will look like for them? Well, we already have a bit of a clue. iCarly 2021 behind the scenes. Even though we haven't gotten an official launch date or any actual footage from the show, we're excited to say that we do have some backstage photos and a teaser courtesy of Miranda Cosgrove, Nathan Kress, and Jerry Traynor, who seem to be at Paramount Studios behind a set labeled iCarly Set Number 1.
Wait, did I always start on 10?
Guys, come on.
They've given us the sweet selfie treatment and even released a 45-second teaser that got fans all riled up for the backstage content to come. We're sure we'll get a tour of the set with the formidable Nathan Kress soon enough.
If anyone has any doubts, just leave it all to me.
Until then, we're taking frequent walks down memory lane. Well, there you have it. All of your favorite show secrets revealed. Were you surprised by any of these facts? Have a few backstage secrets of your own that you want to share? Be sure to let us know in the comments section below and keep up with your favorite film and television stars by subscribing and switching on that notification bell. See you in the next one.